Hi guys. Well, we have a very special treat today. We're going to make tamales, and this is something that's made out here in the Southwest that everybody loves, and you make them and send them all over the place and give them as gifts to friends, relatives, whatever. So that's what we're going to make today. We're going to make chicken tamales and we're going to make beef tamales, and I'll just go through how we're gonna have to. It might be a little bit choppy because there's a lot of things involved in making them. They're a lot of work, but they are just so well worth it, and everybody gets a big smile because they're just awesome. So first of all, what I did was I took chicken, and it depends on how many you want to make, how much chicken or beef you're going to cook. I cooked 10 pounds of chicken, okay? And I'll let you know later how many tamales I ended up making. I think I cooked 10 pounds of chicken and probably a 5-pound piece of London broil. There's different cuts of meat you could use, but London broil shreds really nicely. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your chicken breasts and you're going to boil them, okay? That's how you're going to cook them. You're going to boil them, and you're going to put some chicken bouillon in the broth, okay? Because we're going to use some of that juice later on. And after you cook them, you're going to let them cool, of course, and then you're just going to shred your chicken. So you're just going to pull your chicken apart. You're just going to take a piece of it and you're just going to shred it so that it's in very fine shreds, and that's what's going to go in your tamales. And with the beef, you're going to let the beef cool, and you're going to use 2 forks, and you're going to shred that as well, okay? So we'll be back to you in a few and show you what the next step's going to be. Okay, so the chicken was all cut up. We put it in a bowl, and we're going to use this green salsa to put with the chicken, okay? So we mix that all together, and then we're going to get, the next step is going to be to take the husks and make the masa, and then we're going to assemble them. Okay, so here's the batter for the masa. We used 4 cups of masa, a cup of Crisco shortening, okay? You could also use lard, I choose not to. A teaspoon of garlic salt, and a tablespoon of chicken bouillon. And what we're going to do is we're just going to mix this together, okay? So we'll mix this together, and I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. And you want to use beaters. Don't do it by hand because you want it to be nice and fluffy. Okay, so we finished the masa. So what we used was 4 cups of masa, 4 cups of broth, 2 teaspoons of chicken bouillon, and this is the chicken bouillon, and I'll put exactly what kind to buy because that's really good. And 2 cups of broth or water. It's better with the broth, and the broth is what you cooked your chicken to begin with. When you cooked your chicken to begin with, that leftover liquid, that broth, is what you want to use to mix with your masa because it gives it a lot more flavor. That's just the pressure cooker going. And a teaspoon of garlic salt. Put that in. We used the mixer, and we used, a cup of Crisco. We used the mixer, we mixed it up, and you want it like this pasty consistency. And then we'll show you what to do with them. And then the next thing we're going to do is I have green hatch chilies, and these are going to go in the tamales as well, okay? So these are green chilies. They're not very hot. They're just very tasty, and they come like this. And all we're going to do is we're going to slice it, and we're going to lay this right in the tamales. Okay, so now we're going to start putting the tamales together. You're going to need corn husks, okay? This is what they look like. They come in a bag like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the corn husks, and you're going to fill up your sink with hot water, and you're going to soak the corn husks for about a couple of minutes, okay? You're going to take them out and dry them a little bit on a towel, paper towel, anything like that. So then you get your corn husks out, all right? And you want to use the smooth side. There are 2 different sides. There's a rough side and a smooth side. You want to use the smooth side for your tamales. And also you want to make sure there's no corn silk or anything like that on them, okay? So then what we're going to do is we're going to take the smooth side. We're going to take some masa, and probably 1/3 of a cup should be good, okay? And you're going to put it on there. And I'm going to use the other spreader because it's better. So you're going to put the masa on there, and you're going to spread it, and you're going to leave about this much on the bottom because that's where you're going to roll it up, okay? So you're going to put that on. You're going to take a piece of green chili, and that's going to lay on there, okay? And then you're going to take some of your chicken. Now this is the chicken that was already cooked mixed with the green salsa, okay, the salsa verde. And that's going to go on top, and depending on how thick you want them, okay, that's going to go on top, and then you're just going to roll it over, and roll it over again, and then you're going to take the bottom of it, and you're gonna fold it up, okay? So this one I overfilled. So they're gonna look like this, all right? So you fold it, fold it, fold it, and this is what they're gonna look like, okay? So we'll show you what we're gonna do with them in a minute. We were finishing editing the tamale video and realized that we missed the last step of it. So I'm just gonna quickly tell you how that we do it, tell you how to do it, because I'm not gonna make all of them again. I ended up making 15 dozen of them, and I'm about done with tamales for this year. So after we wrap them, like I showed you how to wrap them with the corn husks, and you're gonna use the smooth side and put your masa and your meat, fold them up, okay? And you can either take a piece of the corn husk and tie it, or you just leave them folded up. And then what you wanna do is, we used a pressure cooker, which I borrowed from somebody, so I can't say I'm that familiar with. Although, if you know how to use one and you have one, it works great. Send me a note and I'll tell you how we cooked them in that, okay? The other way to do them is you're gonna steam them. So you're gonna take a big pan, okay? You could take a stock pot like this, all right? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a little steamer basket in the bottom of it and fill it with about 2 inches of water, okay? And then you wanna pack them like this. You wanna pack them standing up and pretty tight, not squished, because they have to have a little bit of room to move, but you want them pretty tight. If there's a lot of room around them, okay, take some foil and just pat it around so that they stay pretty much upright, and that's how you're gonna cook them. Okay, so you're gonna steam them for a little bit under 2 hours, okay? And I would take them out maybe 1 hour and 50 minutes, take one out, open it up, and the masa, which is the part that we put in there before we put the meat in, you wanna make that needs to be pretty set up. So it needs to be not quite hard as, let's say, cornbread, but you want it pretty set up, not really mushy, okay? And then you know that they're done, because the meat is already all cooked. So it's really just the masa that you're trying to steam and trying to cook. So a little bit under 2 hours should be good. When you take them out, okay, you're gonna take them out and you're gonna line a cookie sheet, or, you know, just put some paper towels or a towel down, and you're just gonna lay them out, one on top of the other. Let them cool. You have to let them cool pretty much all the way. Then after you let them cool, put them in baggies, either put them in the refrigerator, or if you're gonna freeze them, put them in freezer bags, okay? And then you wanna squeeze all the air out real well, and then put them in the freezer, and you want them pretty flat, okay? Normally when we give tamales away, we give 13, because that's how you do it, a baker's dozen. If you send them to somebody or give them to somebody, all they want to do when you want to cook them, you want to stick them in a Ziploc bag, leave the bag open, you could put them in the microwave, or you could re-steam them also. That's another way to do it. So serve with some salsa, serve with some hot sauce, great gift, great for parties, whatever you want to do with them. So hopefully this will help you. I know it was choppy. They're not hard, they're just a lot of work, and there's a lot to it. So any questions, as usual, send me a note, and until next time, we're making some candy, and we're making some other Christmas goodies, so see ya.